Good morning, students. Welcome to the class again. Dear students, as you all know that our chapter, The Boy Who Borrowed, is going on. And page number 36, 7 and 8 of this chapter have already explained to you. Dear students, today I will explain the story of page number 39 and 40 to you. But before this, I will tell you the story till now. This is the story of a boy, Ben. Benny is the main character in the story who loved reading too much. He was too much fond of reading books that he finished the reading a book in only half a day. He wished to have a book as long as a dictionary. Uh, he had only 8 books of his own and he had not enough money to buy the book. So he borrowed the books and the other things from his friends, but never returned that things or books to his friends. That was his bad habit. And in this way, we can say that he was the most dishonest boy. But one night, a strange thing happened to him. He heard the books talking with each other. The borrowed books didn't want to live in the Benny's bookcase. They wanted to go to their real owners. So they planned to leave the house through an open window in the little room. So this is the story till now. Now I will explain page number 39 and 40 to you. Now I am going to read page number 39. Good gracious, thought Benny in alarm. Why, it is the books talking. Would you believe it? The door was pushed open. Books came out, pushing and jostling, eager to get down the stairs. They walked over Benny's toes and didn't seem to notice him at all. He was too frightened to stop them or even to say a word. They tumbled helter-skelter down the stairs. They went into the little room of the hall and found the open window. Then there was a silence. Benny went back to bed, trembling. He didn't like it at all. He fell asleep, and when he awoke in the morning, he laughed. So, dear students, in these paragraphs, there are some power words that is good gracious. Good gracious means, oh my God. It is the expression of surprise. When Benny heard the books talking, he was surprised that books are talking with each other. And there is also a word pushed. Pushed means shove, dhakelna, jostling. Jostling means also pushing. And eager. Eager means keen. And then there is a word frightening. Frightened. Frightened means afraid. Tumbled means fall. Helter skelter. Helter skelter means hurry in a disorderly manner. Confused in a confusing way. And then trembling. Trembling means to shake, vibrate. And awoke means wake up. Now, in these paragraphs, when Benny saw the books coming down from the stairs in helter-skelter manner, he got surprised. He got confused, and then there when the books leave the house, then there was a silence, and Benny felt trembling and he didn't like it all. He fell asleep, and when he awoke in the morning, he laughed and thought that it was a dream. Oh, mother, he said at breakfast time, I had such a funny dream last night. I dreamed that all my books went walking downstairs and ran away. Well, what a queer dream to have, said mother. The meaning of queer means odd. But what do you think when Benny went to get his school books that morning? He found his bookshelves quite empty. Empty means vacant, except for his own books. All the others had gone. Benny sat down suddenly because his legs felt queer. Queer means odd. He is feeling afraid. So it hadn't been a dream. It was real. It had happened. Those books he had borrowed had gone off in a temper. In a temper means anger and left him. They would all be back with their right on. So in these paragraphs, When Benny saw that his bookshelf was totally vacant, he had understood that all the books had gone to their right owners, and it was not a dream, it was the reality. Benny was so frightened that he didn't know what to do. Then he caught sight of Eric's ball and Lucy's pen. Suppose they did the same thing too. Why, they might even do it in the broad daylight, and then how ashamed he would be. Benny went very red. He collected Eric's balls, Lucy's pen, Kenneth's jigsaw, and Ellen's rubber. He found some other things he had borrowed and put them all into his school bag. He handed them back to the other children. I am sorry I kept these so long, he said in a small voice. So, in these paragraphs, first of all, frightened means afraid, and suppose means imagine, and then ashamed means embarrassed. And in these paragraphs, when Benny saw that all the books had gone to their right owner, he got frightened and he collected the things of the other children and decided to return them. He thought that the books had left the house in the night. But what happened if these things had left the house in a daylight? It would be very embarrassed for him. So in the last paragraphs, thank you, said the children in surprise. We thought you meant to keep them. That would have been stealing, really, said Eric. Oh, Benny, thank you for sending back my book, The Boy Next Door, said Mary. I found it in my bookcase this morning. Benny stared at her. Good gracious. So her book had managed to find its way right to the empty place in Mary's bookshelf. The other told him that their books were back too. I shouldn't back again unless I give back very quickly, thought Benny. I wouldn't like this to happen to me again. I wouldn't like it either. If I borrowed and didn't give back, would you? So in these paragraphs, when Mary and other children thanked Benny to return their books, he thought that he shouldn't borrow again unless he gave them very quickly. He shouldn't borrow anything from them. So the theme and moral of the story is that we shouldn't keep the borrowed things of others for a long period of time because it is equal to stealing. We have to inculcate the good habits. We should be honest to others. So, dear students, I hope you have understood the story very well. And again, read this story and write the meaning of the power words. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, dear students.